Hello, my name's Julia and I would love to share a thought for the week with you. Now, last month, back in October, Andy and I celebrated our 10th wedding anniversary, and what a wonderful 10 years we've had. But on our anniversary, I got to thinking about our wedding day and thinking about the preparation that the girls and I did. We got ready, we tried to make ourselves look as lovely as possible. I wanted to look lovely for Andy, and there was a lot of getting ready, a lot of things that had to be sorted, and then the car came and off we went to the church and we had a lovely wedding. And recently I've been thinking a lot about another wedding that's coming up, but this wedding is a bit different. This wedding is really special because this wedding is where Jesus comes for his bride. Now, his bride is the church. Everyone who is a follower of Jesus, who's accepted him as their saviour and living for him, they're the bride. And Jesus promised that one day he would return and collect his bride and take them to heaven. But the thing is, nobody knows when this day will be. Only God knows. Only God the Father knows when he will send his son and say, "Son, it's ready, go and get your bride." And Jesus told a story, a parable. He loved to tell stories. And he was telling his disciples this story about 10 bridesmaids. And the story was all based around a Jewish wedding, what a wedding would be like in those days. So they understood the meaning of this story. And these 10 bridesmaids had a particular job to do. They had lamps, oil lamps. And when the groom came, they would light the way and take the bride and the groom to the wedding feast. But they didn't know when the groom was coming. And so they'd gone to sleep. And then all of a sudden they heard the trumpet sound. The groom was coming for his bride. And so they got ready and they realised, 5 of them did, that they didn't have the oil. They weren't ready for the groom. The other 5 were ready and they lit their lamps. And the other 5 had to go off and try and find oil from somewhere. It was night time and they needed oil for their lamps to light the way. 5 were ready. 5 weren't to go to the wedding feast. And we don't know when Jesus is coming again. All we know is that he's promised he's coming. We don't know the day, the month, the year, but we know he's coming. He's promised, and he always keeps his promise. And the thing is, he's told us, and that story is there to remind us that we need to be ready. We need to be prepared, expectant, excited. But how often do we forget that one day Jesus is coming? Is it in our thoughts? If we're a follower of Jesus, we need to make sure that we're ready and expectant and telling as many people as possible that he is coming back. There's a wonderful song that I've been playing a lot recently, and it's called One Day. And these are some of the words of the song. Living, he loved me. They're all about Jesus, by the way. It's talking about Jesus. So, living, he loved me. Dying, he saved me. Buried, he carried my sin far away. Rising, he justified. Freeing forever. One day, he's coming, O glorious day. One day the trumpet will sound for his coming. One day the skies with his glory will shine. A wonderful day, my beloved one bringing. My Saviour, Jesus, is mine. So I'll leave you with that thought this week. If you can say, Jesus is mine and I am his, one day he's coming for you. If you're thinking, well, I'm not really sure. I've been thinking about it, but I keep putting it off. Well, the clock's ticking. And one day he's coming and he wants you to be ready. He wants to take you as his lovely bride and to the wedding feast in heaven. So my question is, are you ready? Are you expectant? Are you prepared? Because one day he's coming. Oh, glorious day. Have a great week. God bless you all.